Hey friend, Roger Christofferson here again with another Overlooked Gems album suggestion. Music that you should check out, all that great fun stuff. This band, I don't know why I'm talking like that. The album I have for today is by the band called The Storm. Why these guys were not like huge, I don't know. They were for like a very short amount of time. But for those of you who don't know who The Storm is, it's a big chunk of Journey and a couple other guys in the band. We have Greg Rowley. I think he was the one that like started this whole deal. They got Greg Rowley on lead vocals and keyboards, and then from Journey also you have Ross Valerie on bass, and then Steve Smith on drums. That was like the core of Journey back in in their late 70s, early 80s, late 70s I guess. And they have Kevin Chalfant on lead vocals, who is sounds a lot like Steve Perry, but he's been around just as long as Steve Perry. He was in the band 707, and he's done I think 2 Fires, and then a lot of solo stuff. He sang in a couple other bands now that are slipping my mind, but anyway, he's a great singer, and him and Greg Rowley share co-lead vocals on this, like a lot of the Journey stuff did. And then on lead guitars, all guitars actually, is Josh Ramos, who has been involved in a couple other projects, with other guys, back in those days there. This came out, I believe, in 91, 92. I just had it and forgot. 91. Produced by Bo Hill. It actually has Tim Pierce on guitar. Probably most of you don't know Tim Pierce. I believe played the lead guitar on Runaway by Bon Jovi. I believe that is what I remember seeing on his YouTube channel. Tim Pierce has an awesome YouTube channel. You should go check that out. But that aside, this album is just great. It sounds like, obviously it sounds a lot like Journey, so I keep making that comparison, but how can you help it? 3/5 of the band is Journey. Came out like at that time, right when grunge was kind of taking over, so it's kind of like why these guys really probably didn't go any bigger with that. They actually had a second album came out. I don't think that like blipped on anybody's radar. In fact, I didn't even know it came out until way after, like years after, and I kind of try to pay attention to that stuff. Interscope Records came out on, and I think that's probably has gone under, and like a long time ago. But anyway, like just going through the songs real quick here. I think the big single off of this one was called "Show Me the Way." I can't remember what the other one was. I can't remember what the other single was. I think that might have been the only one that they released off of here. It could be wrong. Oh, I've Got a Lot to Learn About Love. That was the big one. That and Show Me the Way both came off of here. But anyway, starts off with You Keep Me Waiting, rocker. Greg Rowley wrote that song with Chalfant, Bob Martlett. It looks like they did a lot of writing on this. Probably not going to go through like every writing credit on here, but that's the first song. I've Got a Lot to Learn About Love that was the single, one of the singles. Great song. In the Raw was kind of like a fun song. It's not one of my favorite ones on here, but that one's definitely a fun song. But like I said, there's really no duds on here, but that would probably be out of all the ones on this album, that one and maybe Give Me Love I think was a little bit but that You're Gonna Miss Me, a great song. Call Me was a great song. Show Me the Way was a huge ballad. If you like that style of music, Journey-ish ballads, Show Me the Way was great. I actually got this one on cassette. Like I say all the time, everything I got was on cassette back in the day. I could just take them with me and pop them in and go. My phone going off in the background there. Then side 2 was I Want You Back, another killer rocker song, and Still Loving You. Touch and Go was another kind of fun one, a little weird song, but really, I don't want to say bad lyrics, but they're kind of like goofy lyrics on that one. And Give Me Love, that was the other one I mentioned. It was kind of and then it ends with Take Me Away and Can't Live Without Love, another couple cool little songs there. actually the other album that came out, I did get it and have listened to it. It's not quite as good as this one. Production isn't quite as good. This one is just, the production on this is great. The playing on it is great. Kevin Chalfant has got an amazing voice, and I always like Greg Rowley's voice too. He's got that cool lower soulful voice. In fact, he's had a couple solo releases that have come out here recently that are really killer too. You get the chance to check out any of Kevin Chalfant or Greg Rowley's solo material, that they're worth checking out. Kevin Chalfant, pretty much everything I've ever heard him involved with is like AOR, melodic rock stuff. Really haven't heard him go outside of those bounds at all. But yeah, I can't say enough good about this. It's what was it, 12 songs on here? 12 songs. I mean, it's packed, and so for the two that are kind of you got 10 other really good ones. So I mean, I can't really complain about that. So like, subscribe, all that fun stuff, share, make sure you comment, tell me what you think of it. I'm sure a lot of you guys out there have heard of this, but man, it's just sad that you don't hear this kind of stuff anymore. Like, I don't look forward to like a lot of releases anymore, but this is one of the ones that I remember I listen to all the time. So I guess that's my signal there, phone going off to say goodbye, but talk to you guys later.